What's up guys, Colin here with Main Street Wolf, and today we are discussing this big news that's coming out of China that they are banning all activity related to ICOs going forward. And that is huge news because China is such a big player in the cryptocurrency market. This is definitely going to set some kind of precedent, and it will be interesting to see how this plays out. That is what we are discussing today. So looking at an article that was posted by CNBC, it looks like China is banning companies from raising money through ICOs and asking local regulators to inspect 60 major platforms. If you don't know what an initial or ICO is, it's an initial coin offering, and essentially it's a way for these developers to launch their own blockchain technology with their own twist on it. A new product. These ICOs allow them to raise money in order to develop their blockchain technologies, and they basically, in exchange for investments, they release their own token, and people are allowed to trade those tokens in and out with other cryptocurrencies. They can cash out for fiat. Basically, it's just a quick way for companies or developers to raise money. And now that's good and bad, because when you introduce a mechanism like that where you can raise money so easily without any scrutiny, you get companies that aren't really releasing any valuable products. They're just putting out white papers, which is explaining what their coin does, throwing a lot of buzzwords in there with no real intent to put a lot of effort into these tokens. Really what they're doing is they're great marketers. They put out these white papers saying, okay, this is the future, this is what we plan on doing, raise all this money. And then once they raise all the money, they can do whatever the hell they want, and they can dump all the money that they raised, cash out, and basically screw over all the investors. And I think that's what raised this issue with the China government, is the fact that people are just throwing money at these ICOs because the markets are booming and it seems like it's easy money. So investors that are not doing their due diligence, they're seeing people make 100, 200, 300% returns in a week, a month, which is just ridiculous. I mean, that cannot go on forever. So they're cracking down and trying to regulate, which I think is good and bad. You'll definitely have to leave your comment down below to tell me your thoughts on whether regulation is good or bad. From my point of view, I think regulation it's good for the people that are kind of dumb investors and prevents people from getting scammed, because by regulating the markets, they'll go through a process similar to an IPO, and they'll have to prove that they have the intent to create a product that is valuable. You'll see that these scam companies won't get through the cracks, and people won't be throwing investment money at essentially what is just rip-off tokens. So that part is good. The bad side of regulation, in my opinion, is the fact that anything that is regulated always slows down innovation. So the beauty of ICOs was, if you had a great product, a great token, and you wanted to release it to the markets, you could, and you could do it quickly. So you can get the money, you can get on the ground running, and hire developers, really go headfirst into it, and that's great. That fosters innovation at a quicker pace, and I think that's good. It's always good to have faster innovation, and with regulation, that's definitely going to slow down the whole process. So what does this mean for cryptocurrency markets in general? As you can see, if you checked out CoinMarketCap.com or any of those websites, all the markets are down. When you see the word ban from China, it definitely freaks everyone out, because you start to think, okay, if China is banning ICOs, when are they going to, I mean, I don't know if this would ever happen, but could they possibly make cryptocurrency illegal? Or is this kind of just a way to, put a brake on the markets and say, hey, let's check everything and make sure that people are investing in good investments instead of just scam coins? When a country as big as China is banning ICOs, it does definitely take a toll on the markets, just because it raises uncertainty, and markets don't really like uncertainty. I think the short-term impact, the markets will definitely take a hit, but I think long-term, regulation, like I said, isn't necessarily bad. It just slows things down. So long-term, I think cryptocurrency markets will be fine. So as long as, things aren't just made outright illegal, because that would definitely do some damage. If just regular people can't use cryptocurrency, it would hurt its adoption. What is it? So down in this article, it said something like, ICOs have raised $400 million in ICOs year to date. So China's, they're worried about, and I think it was like 105 individuals that have invested in these ICOs. I think they're worried that people are going to lose out on that 400 million. So they're protecting their own people. What I do think what will happen though is if China bans all these ICOs, they're kind of in a way scaring developers just to go other countries. So that's why I kind of think this is short term. Unless as a global entity, like the whole world starts banning ICOs, developers will just move to other countries, develop their ICO there, raise funds, and nothing will really change. Just because, okay, China bans it doesn't mean it's banned in the US. There's workarounds. People are smart. They're not just gonna say, oh, I'm in China, I have this great idea, but I can't ICO. Screw it, just take a plane, fly somewhere, move everything, and raise your funds in a different country. That's kind of where I want to leave this video at. It's definitely interesting. It's scaring a lot of investors. Markets are down. But I think long-term regulation is probably good. That way we don't have people that are going to be wasting their money and get them scared out of the cryptocurrency markets. Because if you have people throwing money at these coins and it turns out to be scams, it's never good news for the markets in the long term. You want real products that are being released by developers, and that is my opinion. So definitely down in the comments, let me know what you guys think. Regulation, is it good? Is it bad? What are your opinions on this China ban? Yeah, just let me know. Thanks guys for watching. If you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to Main Street Wolf, where we discuss cryptocurrency and basically anything to do with money. So thanks again, and have a great day.